I have had my new rear suspension on my truck for, I guess, about 2 months now, and I have already decided to give my rear shocks the boot. Okay, well, not completely. I am not being completely honest with you. I'm not getting rid of my shocks, but what I am getting rid of is the boot. Literally, this piece of rubber that supposedly keeps dirt and gunk out of the part of the shock that actually travels up and down when you're moving. So you can see mine, I've adjusted them before. They're as tight as I can get them, and they still, you know, once your rear suspension's sort of flexed out a little bit, and this gets tugged on, whether going up or down, they always get sort of lopsided, so it's sort of an eyesore. And after doing a little bit of research, both on, say, Tacoma World forums, other Toyota websites, and even Jeep forums, and you know Jeep guys always know what they're talking about. A lot of people said that, especially on the Bilsteins, those rubber boots, though they're designed to prevent mud and gunk and dirt from getting in there and possibly getting into the actual shock body, mixing with the shock oil, that they actually just trap and do more harm than good. So they trap all that crap. So a lot of people said once they remove theirs after they've had them on for several years, all kinds of stuff, and even standing water pours out of it. So I have removed mine. Let me go around on the passenger side, show you what it looks like. I think it looks much cleaner. As you can see, it just this is where the boot was. It attaches about an inch down on the actual shock body. This is the part that travels up and down. It's just a nice clean look, I think, and I'm pretty religious about keeping my truck clean anyway. I have a nice pressure washer. I always wash things off, you know, especially with road salt and all that stuff. Toyota frames aren't the best as far as resisting corrosion and rust and all that stuff, so I spray my stuff down pretty religiously and keep it clean. So hopefully I won't have an issue with anything getting trapped in here. It's pretty well sealed anyway. And honestly, if you look at some of the bigger name brands and say more performance off-road rear shocks like King, Fox, and Icon, none of them come with the boot anyway. It only seems to be Bilstein. And Bilstein, it's price-wise, it's one of the lower end ones. Performance-wise, I think they're fine. They've been around for probably longer than any of the other big name brands. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my boots. I know some of you might think that's a mistake, but these shocks aren't that expensive. Both of these rear shocks, they're $200 for both of them. So if I mess something up, I can go out and get a new one and learn my lesson, and then post a video for you guys warning you not to do what I did. So I'll keep you updated with that. So I have already done the passenger side right there. I know you can take the shock off and actually just remove the whole boot, but that seemed like a lot of pain just for this little rubber boot. So I actually just cut mine off with a pair of snips. That's all you need to do this. Just make sure when you're cutting, this is plenty larger than the actual shock body it goes around. Just make sure you're careful and don't nick the metal, ruin the pretty look of your shock. So I cut the boot off, and there is a little dirt in here. I know it's hard to see, and this is sort of folding down anyway. Let's see if I can position the camera. There was a little dirt in mine anyway. I have not had these on long. I mentioned before, probably 2 months, and really only been off-roading with them once, aside from driving through, you know, larger puddles and stuff on the road. But it's really when you get off-road that dirt and stuff getting trapped in there might be an issue. So I already had a little bit, nothing crazy, but considering that's just from one off-road trip, maybe that is a portent of things to come with these actually trapping. It does look like they have like drain holes on the bottom, but those aren't that big, and it looks like mud and gunk could get in there and block those up pretty quickly. So I will be snipping off the other side, show you that real quick. Alright guys, got my little flexible tripod wrapped around my tire, so hopefully this is a good view for you. So what I'm going to be doing, just pinch it down, make a snip. I'm going to push it all the way to one side to ensure I don't cut anything. It's sort of hard to get started because rubber is very flexible, but once you get a hole, snip that one more time. Once you get a hole going, makes it a little easier. Okay, so I have a hole. At this point, you can pretty much just rip up and down to, I and get the shock disattached. Go ahead and go downward first. Again, make sure to be careful you're only cutting the rubber, not any part of the actual shock body to get that scratched, mar that pretty finish. Especially towards the bottom where the shock body actually widens out once you reach the shock. Go ahead and snip my zip tie on the bottom here. Okay, that's off. Alright, bottom is loose. Now just to go up a couple inches and I'm done. Should be able to just slide this down. It sort of lips over that wedge right there on the top. And one more snip and I think that's it. Okay. Alright, and there it is. Got both of my shocks debooted. There's a couple quick shots for you just so you can see what it looks like. Other than that, that is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing, hit that like button. Comment below. Let me know if you think I'm making a big mistake or if you think it's something I shouldn't really have to worry about. So please stay tuned for the next video and have a great day.